Hello guys, hello guys, hello guys, welcome to another one of my Monster Super League videos, a bit different one this time because it's not gonna be about statistical farming or stuff like that. The first thing I want to do is pretty much just to do the event summon up here. I have my freebie summons and I figured why not check if I could get something silly, full, like fun and amazing while checking this stuff here out, but no, it didn't turn out that way, but that's okay. So what exactly is it that I want to do in this video, if you are wondering, and I haven't made a title that kind of says it? Well, I wanted to start out by grabbing this here, the Raven, and that is because it's a pretty limited time thing. We have like 3 days left at the time of this recording, and in order for you to get that, you need to be farming these soul stones in the Guardian dungeons, and when you have enough of those, you need 200, you can summon 4 of these hermites, and then you can evolve them, and then you can pay to convert your like Evo 2 hermite into the Raven. So whether or not that is a good idea is like a bit up to you, I guess. This one has like a 5-star taunt chance, and then it has a 100% chance to restore its spell power stuff. So that is in itself actually pretty decent. I like the 100% stuff. But if we are given like a long period of Guardian dungeons as we normally have, then going for a tier 3 hermite is not going to be that hard because we're going to have a lot of time to work with it. Oh, I need space. So let's wait with that, really. But let's check out if I have some junk, because I had something else I wanted to do in this video that I am really curious about and looking forward to sharing with you guys. So let's just get these Pinolos merged together into that one so that we have enough space to, we need to grab this so we don't lose out on the gems. Alright, so what was I doing? I was in here grabbing my soul stones and grabbing this one there. So we should now have 4 of these hermites, so that we can combine those into a single Evo 2 hermite. But these are already nat 4s, meaning that they're pretty good. But I kind of want to have the new one. So, well, not the new one. I want the Raven. And these are locked because they are nat 4s. They appear in your inventory locked, so you do need to unlock them. And we're going to do that. So, let us evolve these. 90,000. Yeah, it's like that. 70,000, yes, so you need to spend 200,000 buying the summons from the soul stones, and then you need to spend these, was it 160,000 to summon the Chella, right? So that is our base cost so far. What are we at, 370,000 or something like that? Yeah, exactly. And when you have done that, when you have paid these 370,000 to do that, you can go in here after you have obtained your Nature Pinolo, which also cost 100,000, so yeah, you need that as well, and then you can do this for 500,000. So the total cost for you to get the Raven is like 1 million. You kind of really need to think about it if you want this, but it's an Evo 2 and I really like the Raven, so I'm gonna do it like that. And then we're going to be summoning this one here like so. I actually really like the Nature Pinolo. I would like to have that one as a tier 3 because it has stats that scale with the hit points of your opponent. So it's really good for using with Titans. But if we look at the Raven here, you can see once again we have a 100% chance to restore 20% of our spell power. And this time we have a 60% chance to do a death down for 2 turns. So yeah, I think that is better than taunt. In my opinion, death down is a lot better than taunt. So that in itself is, in my opinion, a pretty good trade. And let's just go grab some of all the goodies that we have here, because we are of course going to be getting some Astro gems for doing this, and that is the least they can give us because this was pretty expensive. Like that. So good times so far. We have gotten new goodies, and if we look at the Raven here, you can see I already have one Raven. but that's my Fire Raven. So so I'm pretty like moving closer to being able to make an Evo 3 Raven, and I think that is pretty awesome. But that was actually not what I wanted to dig in as the only things in this video here. I have been getting quite a few Pinolos. Let me just be honest about it. Quite a few Pinolos. And I actually have enough of these to go in here and make a bit of a test with you guys. So that is actually what I wanted to do in this video, because I noticed at some point that when I feed one of my variant Astromons to an Evo 3 Astromon, it gets like an increase in stats. So I wanted to try to do that here. We have the base stats of the Pinolo here, 23, like 472 hit points, 23, 23, 23, 50, and 20%. So that is what this Pinocchio here has when it is what it is. If we go into the evolution, because it is Evo 3 already, we can awaken it into a variant, and we can actually feed it one of the weak variants, one of those. So let's do that for 20,000. Like that, and as you can see now, we get a critical boost increase. So we not only have a variant now, we actually gained additional options, so 15 to 17%. And if we go out here, it says the same. So I don't really know what that is about, because I don't see anything changed here. If we look here, we have now a leadership option, but besides that, the Astromon is the same, but it said critical boost increase. So, alright, let's try to evolve it once again. And it can't. So, but we can evolve it with this one. We can't evolve it with a tier 1, but we can do it with another tier 3. And that will increase its leadership skill from 17 to 18%. So the cool thing here, the thing that you need to look at, is the leadership skill, that which it has for being a variant. You can actually increase what that does by feeding additional variants to the Astromon. So I think that is like a pretty cool extra little bit of information that you can well, I don't know if you're going to be using it as much in the low tier of the game, but if you look at something such as let's just find them here. Great, let's go all the way up. If I take an Astromon such as my Evo 3 Doc Mona here, and I look at her leadership skill, increase attack power of allied Doc Astromons by 30%. Alright, so if I go here, I have loads of different things that I could feed her. So if we take, for instance, just this one, then I can't. Because that one is locked. If I want to put in my, this here is my Evo 2 Fire, if I say OK, then I will get plus 2% on the variant power. So this here is how you can make the power of your variant even stronger. You can do that by feeding your variant stronger variants. Of course, I'm not gonna feed this Dark Mona here, my Evo 2 already like awakened Fire Mona, because I want them all Evo 3 level 60. But in case you were wondering about this stuff here, because I was, you can give, like, this is the ultimate way for you. The last thing you can do when you have your Evo 3 Astromons, they're level 60, you have the gems in them that you want, and they are variants, but then you can actually choose to boost that variant power even further. And I think that is like a really awesome thing that you can do in the game. I had one last thing that I wanted to be doing, and yeah, we're gonna be looking at that right now, because we have a rebirth event going on. Yes, we do. And there is something here that I'm missing. Can you guess what it is? I don't know if you can, but I am gonna tell you, I want this here. I want the Dark Sea Star. I want it so bad. I have the Light Sea Star and I have the Dark Monkiki. So, like the Light Monkiki I don't have. It has critical hit and blind, which is pretty bad if you ask me. But if we look at the Dark Sea Star, its Evo 3 Kraken is just insane. And the really silly thing here is that you give the C-Star defense options so that it will have high survivability, but its attack power scales with its defense. So that is pretty silly, and the same goes for its 5-star skill. So both of its attack powers are going to be scaling with the amount of defense you give it. So you boost it up to survive, and that is going to allow it to take out the the opponent even more. So that is, in my opinion, pretty silly crazy, and that is why we're going to be feeding a little something into that one. What do I want to feed it? That is, of course, the next question. Well, I have my Evo 3 Dark Monkiki, so I don't really want more Monkikis, so that one can go away. I want to keep the C-Stars for the purpose of evolving it, so I kind of want to be keeping those. So as you can see, I'm a bit limited because I want to keep my Monas, I want to keep my super rares, my Mihos, and I want to keep my C-Star, I want to keep my Hunters, so I don't have a lot that I can choose to sacrifice right here. I could go with these two here, but the truth is, if we look into the fusion event, I kind of need these if I want to be making another Victoria so that I can make a Nike, so that I can make myself this this light Anu. I'm not sure if I have like joined in early enough in the event to be able to make that, but I kind of want that chance. So why is he talking about all this stuff? Because exactly, I have 7 spots, and if we go into my summon, we can see that I do actually have quite a few eggs. So we have the nightmare event thing going on, and I don't know if that applies to normal egg openings as well, but yeah, Medusa, we have enough of you. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna open these eggs, hoping to get enough stuff to be able to do Hunter. That was don't give me stuff I want to keep, really. Wow. Yeah, hoping to get something that I can sacrifice in terms of the rebirth, trying to obtain this Dark C-Star that I really want. And if I get too close to the finish time of the event, then I'm gonna start sacrificing stuff for it. A 4-star Tiger. That's not bad. That's actually pretty okay, because I have quite a few Tigers as well, so that is definitely something that I can welcome into my collection. And a Miho. Wow. Okay. Well, perhaps I should evolve some Mihos then. Yeah, this one would be really cool if it was dark, but it's not. Inventory is full. Great. So let us go into the rebirth and see if we have... I wanted to say enough junk, but that would be rude. So what did we get? This one here, Candling. We can go with the Monkiki. We go to Birdie. And we need one more. So what do I want to sacrifice? Tough choice. Tough choice. And it's gonna be... Yeah, I don't want to sacrifice any of this, to be honest, guys. So let's just go in and see if we can evolve something here. We're gonna go down to the net 3s down here and see if we can evolve a Miho. And we could, so that was good. So Miho evolve. Why am I doing that? Because she's freaking awesome. That's why. Oh boy, should I have collected some quest thing first? I don't know. So that's a Ran, which is good. Let's just get the thingies here, get reward, and ooh, another egg. Yay, get reward. Right, so that was the Mihos into Iran. What else do I have that I can fool around with? We have... Do I have enough Monas? I do. I have enough Monas. Are these all... Yeah, these are all. So let's go with them. Like mass evolved, like crazy variant Mona here. But that's okay. There we have the Monarch. Goody. And I can put her into my fire. So let's just find her right away and awaken her. And I'm doing this because I want to free up these slots instead of spending even more money to purchase additional slots. So that is really what it comes down to. So that was Mona and it was Miho. Do I have more that I want to bump? Well, I have loads of these. I should have taken those first, but yeah, this is farming stuff really from just playing levels. So let's go with that. Boom. like so, chilling, great. And we can feed this one to you. So good times, really good times. All right. Do I have more of these? Well, I can pop in two just to free up the space. So now we're down to 137, which will allow me to open additional, not open, hatch, incubate additional eggs. So let's go. See if we can get something here that is trash. Sea star. Well, yeah, I kind of wanted that, so okay, more nat 3, another Monkiki, so that was good. So now we have for the first like rebirth, and like we might need to do a lot of rebirth in order to get the dock sea star, but it is like really worth it. It is so crazy. So I am I'm going to continue like trying to obtain it, but I just had so many eggs now. I figured, you know, let's go. Let's just have a try. Oh, the Medusa. I forgot about the Medusa. I probably didn't include the water Medusa the last time around, so I could have, yeah. Oh well, now we're just going. Now we're just going. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So, come on. Move it, move it. Beth. One of my most hated. It's right on the list of the Astromons I really don't like. So that was a good one to get. And Mona, I love her. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. So let's see if we... Yeah, okay. So they're not throwing net falls at us. So this Beth is actually one of the ones you can use for the fusion in terms of obtaining the light Anu. So I may need to hang on to that. I'm not entirely sure yet about that event. I'm filling quite a bit of stuff up because of it. Because it would be really amazing to get the Light Shiva. Light Shiva is silly, and I do have the Anus for it. I just don't really have the Stormbeaks, so I don't know if I have enough time to farm those, or if I'm just starting up way too late with the event. But we will find out at some point. No, I don't want to do that. So rebirth, here we go. Let's pop in stuff. Medusa, yes. And Monkiki. Well, let's wait, really. And more Medusa. And candling. And I had more candling down here. So, rebirth. Let's see what we're going to be getting. Dark Sea Star, come here. No, that was not a Dark Sea Star. It was a Monkiki. Boo-hoo, Monkiki. Go away. Alright, so let's pop in Monkikis. And that one. And that one. And that one, even though it's nice to keep in case I see a dark one at some point, but oh boy, another Monkiki, yay! Oh, this could really take quite a few times, but oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well. There. So we need one additional space, and what do I want to sacrifice? Nothing really, but nope. Alright, let's go with the Firebeth. Like that. Come on. No, that was not another Monkiki. Wow. This is such a grind. Well, we have 6 additional of these eggs here that I can pull, so let's just do that. July, alright, yeah. Again, one of those you kind of really need the non-normal element versions of them for them to be interesting, but I don't have those. A Mona variant, wow. Yeah, I really like that. Oh yes, I do. And Fimbian, go away. Alright, so we are pretty well down the list here, and we got a single net full Tiger. I actually haven't looked into whether or not I can evolve that one. So it was a pretty depressing batch of eggs here, but it was what it was. So I was not expecting anything from it, but it would have been fun. So let's just go away with some of this stuff here. That one, and that one. So rebirth, come on. This is the number 21, and no, wasn't gonna happen. So it wasn't my lucky day, not in terms of that anyway, but I can go in here recent and see how things are looking in terms of my Tiger. What do we have? We have, I cannot see if there are any dots on these, so let's go grade and find the Tigers down here. Bum bum bum, there we have it. 1 and 1, where's the 40? There, it already has one, so that was pretty awesome. Let's unlock that, and let's unlock that, and feed them to this one here, like that. That was cool. That was really cool. So evolve, and we now have a grown-up. Oh yes we do, and it's not my first, so that just makes it even better. Look at how bad that one is. Oh yeah. It has taunt and deaf down, so not truly impressive, interesting. And as you can see, I do have another. I'm not gonna like merge these two, awaken them, because I'm not that hyped about the water tiger. Taunt and deaf down. Fire has deaf down and sap, which is better, in my opinion. Nature has more damage and stun. I don't really like that. Light, sleep, and hunter also not really that cool. And dark, 30% spell boost restore and attack down. So Tiger is not one of those really cool Astromons in my opinion. I'm not trying to like say bad stuff about it. Just not really what I find truly amazing. If we look at the Raven, that can become the Morrigan. This is the Banshee's evolution. We have the fire here that has recovery reduction, which is really bad, I think. Then we have thirst, which is also really bad because you can't really use it efficiently against titans anyway, so I don't think that is pretty cool. The water version gives more red cells, and then we have sap, so that is much more usable. The nature has, as we looked at before, the restoration of spell points, and it has the death down, so that is probably the best of like the base ones if you want to be going titans, I feel. Then we have light, it has shock and it has sap, so that is pretty nasty. And the dark one has sap and sleep. Again, sleep is very inefficient in terms of titans, but so is shocking. I do feel sleep is really bad in this game because normally I go auto battle and then things wake up. So in terms of Raven, of Banshee, I think her best option is going to be light, but I'm not going to be aiming for that really because, yeah, it's probably not going to be obtainable. Besides that, there's the death down, only 60%, but I mean still, and the spell boost restoration on the passive. I think that is pretty cool. So yeah, it's gonna be water or nature at some point, and I haven't really decided yet, and I don't feel like I'm in much of a hurry. So they're just gonna be left out the way they are. As you can see, I do have the third one ready here, and that is water. This is the Banshee. So I could evolve her if I wanted to be using my my little fishy paints, not the stars, but I'm not gonna be spending those on her. I'm saving them for like the off chance that I'm going to be reaching a really cool Nat 5 in the near future. So yeah guys, that was pretty much what I had to share in this video here, because I can't go for more ravens, and I have done the light Miho. I have done all of this event stuff here now, so that is pretty cool. I am now ready to check out the dark version of the Pinocchio event. So yeah, I think that was pretty much all I had in mind. The last thing that I can show though is that I am almost done with my Balrona, leveling her up towards 60. It's gonna happen today, and I have chosen to go with the conviction set for her because I kind of wanted to be able to bring some stuff into battles that doesn't just like fall asleep or get blind and stunned all the time, especially in terms of Titan battles. So this is my like tryout for that. So I'm going with conviction for Balrona, and I have these 6-star conviction gems for that. This one has attack as the main. The other one here has attack, and what do we have? Attack, hit points. Yeah, attack hit points is what I have for her. And that is of course because of her pretty silly abilities here that restore hit points in proportion to the amount of damage dealt. I could have gone like attack, death, but I want her to have a higher base hit point in terms of taking high amounts of damage in, for instance, Titan battles. So even though defense will reduce some types of damage, it doesn't reduce everything. So I wanted her to have a higher base health, and that is why I have gone with attack, defense. So guys, that was what I had to share in this bit of a different Monster Super League video, but I do hope that you enjoyed it nonetheless. As always guys, thank you very much for watching.